Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we have yet another multiverse storyline for Borderlands 3. Last time they released the final form cosmetics in the designer's cut of the game, which revolved around the lives of the Vault Hunters had they not become Vault Hunters and instead continued on their own life path naturally. But now we have all new cosmetics for the director's cut of this release, this time about the disciples of the Vault. This multiverse timeline plays with the idea of what would have happened with the Vault Hunters had they joined the Children of the Vault under Tyreen and Troy. Admittedly, these are pretty short, so don't expect too much in-depth story. So let me go through and tell you all of these alternate storylines. Amara, as all sirens typically are, was drawn to Pandora in search of answers regarding her siren powers. Being bored with her home in Partali, she set off and came to the planet where she originally took up a job with the Crimson Raiders. But in this timeline, instead of being met with Lilith first, it is Tyreen. Tyreen is able to manipulate Amara with promises of knowledge and insight regarding her siren gifts, which leads Amara to stick around for a while and watch what it is the COV do, and comes more to the belief that they're a small group of rebels fighting against the larger corporations. She eventually begins fighting alongside them, which wound up proving her loyalty and usefulness to Tyreen. As a result, Tyreen allowed Amara to keep her siren abilities under the new identity of Sinister Sister, where she would act as a holy avatar of Tyreen's will. I do think this one's a little out of character for Amara, with the idea of Tyreen allowing her to keep her powers, which in turn implies that Tyreen is the more powerful and threatening force. But to someone like Amara who loves to fight, the idea of her bending the knee to Tyreen's power seems unlike her. But regardless, she becomes one of their best fighters. Flack, after gaining self-awareness and wandering the universe in search of self-discovery, attempting to please Mistress Death, in the process came across the Children of the Vault. They witnessed their devotion to the Calypsos and their pursuit of hunting vaults. This included how easily they would give up their lives and how many of them would die in the process. Due to the sheer amount of death, Flack came to believe that the COV brushed shoulders with Mistress Death every day, and so sought to join their crusade. Being the capable robot we know them to be, Flack became known as the Harbinger, and was an omen of destruction where death would follow wherever he went. Flack pretty much just became a murder robot. Mose joined under quite the unique of reasonings. After fleeing from the Vladov army with her Iron Bear, Mose wandered around all by herself and, as per usual, had many run-ins with the Children of the Vault. They would frequently attempt to steal and loot her Iron Bear, which she wasn't having any of. She slaughtered many of them over and over until at some point, the COV began making pilgrimage to have her bless them and their weapons. At this point, Mose had been alone for so long that she'd gotten a bit lonely. She missed her time with the others part of the Ursa Corps and the camaraderie that was in that environment. So she played along with the COV under the role of Saint of Iron. So now she has her own crew. Zane does what Zane does best: making enemies. After fleeing to Pandora to escape some more powerful people he pissed off, he infiltrated the COV in an attempt to lose himself in the crowd and its ranks to just blend in. However, he wound up being part of the COV for so long that he slowly began to become more like them. The Flint blood still ran through his veins. So, much like his brothers before him, Baron Flint and Captain Flint, Zane quickly adopted and claimed a bandit clan leadership position under the name Bane Flint, thus continuing on his family legacy. There's no indication of how these characters joining the COV affects the overall plot, if they succeeded in capturing the vaults and Tyreen becoming an unstoppable monster, nor is there any dynamic of them interacting. These short stories are just how they got to join them initially. But anyway guys, those are the stories behind the new Disciples of the Vault skins. Much simpler than the Final Form cosmetic packs before it, but still interesting to get some story behind the skins. Let me know your thoughts on them. Are you going to get them, or do you just like the stories? But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Borderlands video.